news, Resincrete have brought out a new kit. And apparently it's a complete kit, and I'm as excited about this as I'm sure you are. So let's have a look at it. I also have a brilliant discount code in the description below to get it, and it knocks off quite a bit. I think it's 20%. Inside the kit, what you get is you get the wax here. You get a little measuring scoop, a stirrer, really important. You get these wonderful colours, although I would have liked to have seen the names on the colours for us colourblind folk. Sandpaper for sanding it down, some disposable gloves that I'm never going to use, but people will use them, a whole kilo of Resincrete, and importantly, you get 2 fabulous moulds. So you can start making stuff straight away. Now, this has been a very popular product. I know all my members that have tried it love it as well. And I love it. I've used it such a lot, and I've made loads of stuff that has sold really, really well using this because it gives such a wonderful effect. It's also really easy to use. Now, I've used this a lot, so I don't need to look up the instructions, but there we go. Now, wear a mask when you're pouring out any powders and things like this because you don't want to be breathing in any powders. It's not healthy. Protect your lungs, people. The great thing is it comes in a nice resealable bag, which is great, and you've got your little scoop. Now, what you need to do, and you need to be quite exact with this, is you need to measure this out properly. So for every 100 grams of the Resincrete, use 30 grams of water. If you want it to have a little bit longer pot time, you can extend that to every 100 grams of Resincrete. You can use 35 grams of water, but I like to use the 30 grams. So turn on your scale and let's measure some out. You can use whatever measurement you want to use as long as you use 100 product to 30 of the water. So I'm mixing up 150 grams to start with, so I will need 45 grams of water for that, and I'm going to be using a few different colors as well. So I've no idea what that colour is, so I'm going to use that and some yellow. I'm going to pour this mould first with one pattern, and then I'm going to do a different pattern on that, and we can see how well it works out. And I'm going to test mine using this divider mug and see how well that pours into there. What it does, who knows? I got my little jugs to mix it with. Let's put my 45 grams of water in, and then let's give that a mix. Now, it does look like just a thicker double cream. Actually, I think I'm going to try the smaller one first rather than the larger one. See, look, that's the consistency, and all that is mixed in there. Lovely. I haven't mixed enough up, so I'm going to mix a bit more up. I've got my Resincrete in those little pots, and now I just need to add my colours. Because this is such a beautiful white product as well, it's going to make your colours look quite pastel-y. Now, I have done a video on my other channel on how to make your own colours for this, and it has worked really, really well. So check that out. I'll link it at the end of this video. Put a few more drops of that in there. Okay, so there's one. Oh, that's made a beautiful yellow colour. I'm going to put a bit more in though. Oh, that's made a nice colour. And then whatever colour this is, I think it might be blue. So I've got my 3 colours in there. And what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3. Let's pour them into one into there, some into there. Like I said, I have no idea how this is going to work out. Yellow into there, and this grey into there. And let's pour away. Oh my God, that has given a really pretty pattern. I don't know if it's going to stay like that. So that's filled up lovely like that. Now, I'm not going to waste this at all. I'm going to pour this into another dish mould that I've got because I'm really loving that pattern, and I'm hoping it's going to work out really well because I've got a craft fair coming up soon, and I can then sell these on the craft fair. So that's those 3 colours, and they've poured out lovely. I love that pattern. I just hope that pattern stays like that. And they'll be cured, ready to demold in about 20-25 minutes. So let's try with these ones. I have no idea. I can't remember what that colour is, but I'm going to use that one. No, I'm going to use yellow because I just love the yellow. And we're going to do it in that mould, but we're going to do something slightly different this time again. So I'm going to mix up my Resincrete in exactly the same way, and then we can go from there. So I've got my colours mixed up this time, and what I'm going to do is this. So I'm going to put a blob of colour in, like that. Then I'm going to swirl through those colours. I'm loving these colours, and they do seem to get more vibrant as they're drying, which is great news. And now I'm going to swirl my colours around. I have no idea what this is going to come out like. Again, just playing and seeing what happens. And to fill this mould, all I used was 200 grams of the actual Resincrete powder and then the water on top, and it fills that mould perfectly. For this mould here, you only need about 150 grams of it. That red is definitely getting much more vibrant as it's drying. And then we'll leave those for 20 minutes, and these are almost cured already, but they're not ready to come out because they're still damp on top, as you can see, because I've just messed that colour up. But they are drying really quickly. So I've messed that up, so try not to do that. So I'll leave them about another 10 minutes, and then we should be able to demold them. Here's another little tip for you when using Resincrete. I had a little bit of Resincrete caught up in the bottoms of these, but I didn't wash it out. All I did was let it dry and then broke it up, and then I can tap it out and keep these colourful bits for some terrazzo pieces, and they work really, really well for that. Check my other channel out if you want to know more on how to do that. So just pop them in a little pot and you're good to go. Well, these have been curing now for 20 minutes, and this one's been about 15 minutes. So let's see how well it demolds. Now, you need to be really careful with them at this stage because they're still really curing up as well. Oh my God, that looks so pretty. That looks like a black hole. That's so three-dimensional. Oh, I'm loving that one. Oh, I can't stop looking at it. Look at that. Look at the effect in that. That's amazing. So let's have a look and see how it came out in this extra one that I did. And again, really, really pretty. Like that. Love the base as well. I can see that type being very popular. But look at those colours. They really did get nice and deep. I'm not quite sure this one's ready to be demolded yet, but we'll give it a go anyway. Oh no. It seems to be coming apart really well. Look at that, no bubbles, nothing, lovely and smooth. I know they always add the sandpaper to it, but actually, I've not found you need it unless you're doing the terrazzo effect. But that has come out really pretty too. I love that. Look how nice colour that red has come out as well. I'm not sure what colour that is, and the yellow, and it's worked really well. So what I would do now is, before you do anything else with them, before you seal them or put wax on them, I would leave them for 5 days ready to make sure they're fully dry. Well, these have been drying now for 4 days, and I'm ready to put my wax on them. I'm quite excited to see. All you need to do is get a cloth, preferably a lint-free cloth, and then pop your wax on, and then leave it on there for a few minutes, all the way around, wherever you want it to be, and let that soak in. And that'll seal that nice, and then you can give it a little bit of a buff, and that'll bring it up and give it a bit of a shine to it. I'll show you the difference in the shine. So if I only do half of this one, you can see the difference. So there's the half with the shine on, and there's the half without. Okay, and so you can give it a bit of a buff. It's not going to give you a glossy shine, believe me. It's only going to give you a little bit of a shine. If you want to shine it up, then you can seal it with some varnish, which is what I've been doing. And as I said, that does help to make it a little bit more water resistant, because obviously this is a porous product. You don't want to be using it for holding water unless you're going to fully seal it. So let's have a look. Look at that. It is repelling that water. I tip that out, and that water is sitting on the top. It's not going to damage the actual product underneath. I'm really pleased with the way that's come out. I have to say, I really love how that's come out using that 4-way cup. And I do like that technique too. But the colours have come out really well. 20% discount for my viewers below. So check that out. Makes it a really, really good price for all you get. Don't forget, you get the moulds, you get the Resincrete, you get all the colours, the gloves, and 2 mixing pots, a stirrer, and some sandpaper as well. Hope you've enjoyed this. So pleased. Well done, Resincrete, for bringing out such brilliant colours. Really happy with it. Brilliant product. No air bubbles stuck to anywhere or in that at all. I will definitely be selling these coming up soon. Take care. Enjoy your resin. Bye.